This interview is about a child named Noah. He is 7 years old and is being raised by a single mother.
They are a middle-class family who live in Melbourne.
Noah, his mother Natasha, his grandmother Evelyn, his class teacher Michael, and Natasha's social worker Elaine will be interviewed in this video.
I am playing the role of Noah and the interviewer. I'm playing the role of Natasha and the teacher Michael.
I'm playing the role of social worker Elaine and the interviewer.
And I'm playing the role of Noah's grandmother Evelyn.
Hello, Noah. Nice to meet you. I'm Sara.
Hi, I am Noah.
Noah, can you tell us something about you? Like, how is your school life? Interesting, exciting, or maybe boring?
I am 7 years old. Natasha is my mom. I love her a lot. I know she's having a hard time, but I also know she loves me too. I love my granny too. She comes to stay with me twice a week whenever my mom has to work till late at night.
So, how about your school?
I enjoy doing all my schoolwork and hope to achieve good results in all of my subjects. I want my mom and granny to be proud of me.
Do you have any interests?
I love listening to music. I feel happy whenever I listen to it. I also read many books on animals. They are so interesting. They come in so many shapes, sizes, and colors. My favorite animal is the eagle because it can fly up really high and it is very intelligent. But going to school makes me sad. I don't have many friends and I'm always alone. They don't like me because I don't have the same popular toys as them, and so they don't let me play with them. My teachers are kind and always help me. I like my teachers a lot. Whenever I see my friends' parents coming to class events, I think about my mom and I love doing activities together. I wish my mom could come to my school too. Sometimes I get very angry and shout at my friends. They would purposely snatch my toys from me when I would be playing with them. They could have asked nicely and I would have given it to them. Sometimes I'll try to join and play with them, but they would push me away. I don't like that and so I play on my own. But I feel sad and lonely when I'm alone. Sometimes so sad that I'll cry.
Hello, Natasha. I'm Sara. Thank you for spending your precious time to be with us today. It is no doubt that life is challenging when you need to take good care of a child alone. Natasha, would you mind sharing about your work a bit?
I am an office assistant working in a trading company from Monday to Friday. On some days, I'm required to work overnight.
Oh, you have to do night shifts sometimes. Do you have anyone who can help look after Noah during those days?
Yes, my mom, Evelyn, comes whenever I need to work night shifts. I really appreciate her support.
That sounds great. Does your mom live near your house?
Not really. She lives in the city, a long drive from our house.
How was it for you to raise Noah single-handedly? What challenge did you have to face during those difficult times?
I love Noah very much, and the sole reason why I am working so hard is to give him the opportunity to have a successful future. He is a very good son and I want the best for him. I wouldn't give him up for anything, and that's why my partner left me. Raising Noah on my own was not easy and it took a toll on me. I had no one to talk to, no one to share my burden with when I left the city and moved to town when Noah was still a newborn. I had to get away from the memories. I didn't know then that being all alone with a baby would be so hard. I did odd jobs while taking care of Noah until I could get a full-time job. My boss is very understanding. I'm so lucky to be working here.
If you don't mind, may I ask why did you resort to taking drugs? Did the impact of drug affect your work performance?
Yes, I have been using drugs for a while now. It is the only way I could avoid the strong feelings of hurt and abandonment I feel from time to time. I have come a long way with dealing with my past. I'm trying my best, for Noah and for myself.
I know I've hurt Noah so much in the past. That is why I can't face him. The guilt just takes over. I don't like going to Noah's school as all the parents and even some teachers have a bad impression of me and judge me based on my past, which is not fair. I don't have a need to talk to them anyway, so I'd rather just avoid them.
Hello, I'm Sara. It's my pleasure to meet you. It is a long way to arrive here from the city for sure.
Indeed, the transport pretty much takes up to an hour. I fortunately know how to drive.
Natasha has told me that you will take care of Noah when she has to work night shift. Is that right?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. On some days, Natasha works till 10 p.m. I pick Noah up from school and prepare dinner for him. I enjoy staying with him even though it takes me a long time to reach their house. I wish I could stay with them permanently, but Natasha's brother is still young and I need to take care of him. I've tried asking her to move back here in the past, but she has always refused. I know how she feels, and that's why I don't ask her anymore and instead come over whenever I can.
Sound wonderful. What do you do with your lovely grandchild apart from cooking?
I tell stories to Noah. He loves stories about animals very much. He's a lovely kid. Sometimes I sing for him as well while I encourage him to join me. His interest in music probably comes from his mother, who used to have a deep interest in music as well. She would spend hours in her room playing the guitar.
Do you help Natasha financially or seek help from others?
Yes, not only support my daughter financially, I care about her health as well. I found a social worker to follow up with her situation. I believe that professionals can help my daughter effectively. Natasha is a good daughter and a good mother. She is trying her best to support Noah. She just needs help to let go of her traumatic past.
Hi, Michael. Thank you for participating in this interview. Noah is one of your students. How is he like in school?
Noah is very intelligent and is a joy to teach. He takes pride in his work and his effort shows. He is also very affectionate towards his teachers. He is a very well behaved boy. He also displays a good level of independence that is well over his age. Whenever he needs something, he would find for it himself without asking the teachers, unlike the other kids. He usually puts in his best effort and keeps trying till he accomplishes what he had set out to do. It is rare to notice children at that young age to do that. You know how children are. It was really surprising for me when I witnessed it myself. Truly, Noah is an exceptional boy.
I know that his mother, Natasha, is suffering from drug abuse, but she is trying her best not to let the effects of her actions affect her son. How did you exactly notice the adverse influences brought by Natasha?
I had observed Natasha whenever she came over to pick Noah up. At times, she would look dazed and would not stop for a short conversation about Noah's day at school. Other times, she would greet me and have a chat about her day. Initially, I assumed that she must have had a rough couple of days and was not in the mood to have a conversation. However, back in the day when she had come over to the school to volunteer, I noticed that she seemed extremely distracted. Her hands were shaking, her moods were fluctuating. Although it was odd, I did not ask her about it lest she would feel offended. But once, when Evelyn, Noah's granny, came to pick him up, I inquired about Natasha's well being. She opened up to me about Natasha and her struggles. I wondered how Noah would be around his mother when she was not in the right state of mind. I was truly concerned about Noah's safety. That's why I keep an eye on him more than the other kids. I believe that the effects of Natasha's drug abuse were affecting Noah's well being in terms of his emotions and ability to express and manage them. However, Natasha has come a long way since then. She would always stop to have a short chat, even if she had to rush off after picking Noah up. She would ask about her son's day in school, the activities he did. You could actually see the effort that she puts in to be an integral part of Noah's life. I just hope that everything will be alright soon and Natasha would recover fully.
Can you give me an example of how Noah is in the learning environment?
Like I mentioned, Noah would be deeply engaged in activities or in written work. He would not even look up until he had completed them. Noah is a very bright child, but there are some instances where his emotions seem to be unpredictable and magnified. I can't put my finger on it, but I think that it has got to do with his situation at home. It must have affected him in this way, where he is unable to comprehend and articulate his emotions. Poor boy. I would mostly see him sitting in a corner all by himself. However much I try to get other students to engage in activities with him, he'll end up all by himself. There's only so much a teacher can do. The other students can't relate to him, although I'm trying my best to find common ground between them. I would also make sure to join him instead whenever I could, just so that he would feel a little better.
Thank you very much. Hi, Elaine. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Could you tell us briefly about the counseling you had done with Natasha in these 3 years?
Sure, I've supported Natasha in her road to recovery for 3 years now. It is no doubt that it is extremely long and challenging, but I try my best to provide effective support and assistance for Natasha. A tailor-made treatment plan was created for Natasha. Along with working with me, she is seeing a psychologist regularly as well. I hold counseling session with Natasha every alternative week in a 2-hour section, either by phone, video call, or face to face. I also visit Natasha at her house every once in a while to access her progress. I was also update Evelyn on Natasha's progress regularly. Her mom, Evelyn, is really nice and care about Natasha. As you know, Natasha does not trust others easily because of her past experience. Evelyn is a very important source who provides me with crucial and important information about Natasha. Most importantly, all sections are kept confidential and professional.
Can you tell me about the progress Natasha has made till now?
Indeed, she has made good progress in these 3 years. He has It has been a hard time for Natasha. I am mainly helping her to overcome the mental obstacle that give rise to her physical addiction. I do a monthly review of her progress, together with her or Evelyn when she's there. She has significantly reduced her drug use, which is very good news, as it means that she's slowly healing from her past. Although relapses are inevitable, she has gone a long way from when she met me the first time.